In an unsettling video shared by Fox 11 Los Angeles on August 17, 2021, a mysterious white van becomes the focus of grave concern. Eyewitnesses, filming from an elevated vantage point, captured the harrowing scene below. Please be advised, the content is deeply distressing.
Stop! Stop!
Distinct, terrified screams of a woman emanate from the van, pleading for assistance. Amidst her cries, a man's voice can also be discerned, though his words remain indistinct. Frantically, the individual capturing the footage implores someone off-camera to dial 911.
Call 911! I'm filming! I'm filming! I'm filming!
After what feels like an agonizing eternity, the van's door is forcefully shut, and it speeds away, leaving behind a slew of unanswered questions and a palpable sense of dread.
Witness! I have a video. I'm trying.
On April 5, 2020, an alarming incident unfolded high above. A group of skydivers, taking the leap from 10,000 feet, initially seemed to be experiencing a routine jump. But as you'll see in this footage, events took a terrifying turn. One of them, Scott Davis, inadvertently crashed into another skydiver, causing the latter to lose consciousness in midair. In an act of incredible alertness and bravery, the cameraman managed to reach the unconscious skydiver, pulling his parachute cord and undoubtedly saving his life. The very thought of what could have transpired is deeply distressing. This footage is deeply concerning. Observe as the skier tragically tumbles off the side of the cliff when the snow beneath gives way. The fate of the skier was initially shrouded in mystery, but reports later emerged suggesting, by some miracle, he survived. Such moments remind us of the unpredictable nature of such sports. Share your thoughts below. Have you ever ventured into skiing? 2016 YouTube video truly gives cause for alarm. It depicts our maid recklessly riding his dirt bike along train tracks. But what unfolds next is genuinely harrowing. Without warning, a train suddenly emerges, barreling towards him. In a panic, he leaps from his dirt bike, narrowly escaping the oncoming train. It's a heart-stopping moment, and the realization of how perilously close he came to a tragic end is deeply unsettling. It was heart-stopping to see that group of scholars on their ascent suddenly find themselves in such peril when the plane stalled midair. The terrifying moment when the plane began flipping and came dangerously close to the skydivers was just unimaginable. It's beyond belief that the situation became so dire that even the pilot had to abandon the aircraft. Thank heavens, everyone, including Scott and the pilot, made it out alive. The mere thought of how disastrous it could have been sends shivers down my spine. It's deeply concerning to think about the footage from 2018, where two unsuspecting children swimming in the ocean came chillingly close to two killer whales. Witnessing this event unfold is bound to send your heart racing. Thank heavens those majestic creatures decided to continue on their path without causing any harm, but the thought of what could have transpired is haunting. Can you imagine being in such a predicament? What would your instincts have guided you to do? It was absolutely nerve-wracking to hear about that harrowing incident where the hippo suddenly charged at the zookeeper. I can't believe he tried to intervene in a fight between two territorial males. The sheer force of that animal's bite is genuinely terrifying. It's nothing short of a miracle that the zookeeper escaped unscathed. A single bite would have had catastrophic consequences. Have you ever witnessed such a frightening encounter with animals before? The very thought gives me the chills. The dangers of scuba diving become all too real when panic sets in underwater, as showcased in this alarming footage. The situation could have taken a much darker turn had there been no one around to assist. Thankfully, she emerged from the ordeal, albeit having faced a brush with death. Share your thoughts below. Would you ever dare to go scuba diving after seeing this? The footage from July 1st, 2017 truly sends shivers down my spine. While hiking in the towering mountains of Switzerland, a man came heartbreakingly close to a catastrophic fall. The video captures a moment that might seem brief, but had he not managed to halt his descent, the consequences would have been dire. The mountain's sheer drop stretched for a staggering 3,000 feet, and any further slide would have almost certainly been fatal. It's a stark reminder of nature's unpredictability, and just how fortunate this hiker was to escape such peril. This footage truly tugs at your heartstrings. As the gusts blow, a person gets whisked away with the snow, plunging off a towering cliff. Adding to the heart-stopping moment, his parachute becomes entangled, sending him hurtling towards the mountainside. Miraculously, he finds himself caught in a tree cushioned by soft snow. The grim alternative, hitting the rocks, could have been catastrophic, possibly even fatal. After an agonizing wait, rescue teams managed to reach him on the cliffside 7 hours later. The ordeal he went through is deeply unsettling. There's an alarming video of a biker being pursued by a grizzly bear. In a tense moment, he even had to abandon his bike and flee on foot. It's genuinely concerning. On the somber evening of Tuesday, February 15, 2022, Stephanie Martinez faced every parent's worst nightmare. When she arrived, just a mere 15 minutes behind schedule, to pick up her daughter, she was met with a heart-stopping sight: her 2-year-old daughter peering out from the daycare center, having been left behind in isolation. The thought of that little girl, locked inside a pitch-black room, is deeply distressing. The frantic Martinez, her heart filled with dread and anger, promptly dialed 911. The arriving firefighters, sensing the urgency of the situation, wasted no time in breaking down the door to rescue the child. The terrifying realization that she had been alone in the dark for over half an hour is beyond unsettling. On December 11, 2013, there's a distressing footage of a plane crash near Kalaupapa, Hawaii. Tragically, one passenger didn't survive, while the pilot and 2 others sustained serious injuries, and 5 others had minor injuries. It's deeply unsettling. In an October 2018 footage, YouTuber BKC and friends set out for what was expected to be a routine mountain biking trip. Normally, these rides go off without a hitch, but this particular day took a distressingly unexpected turn. Stay with the video, because the subsequent events are truly hard to fathom and deeply concerning.
Oh. Yeah, oh, fuck. We're looking a little dangerous here. Oh, you motherfucker. Get back. Go, keep going. Yeah.
I must admit, hearing about the video from March 20, 2023, gives me a fair bit of unease. A grandmother, in the quiet stillness of her home, stumbled upon something on her doorbell camera's footage that's quite unsettling. Given that she was certain no one in the house was awake at that hour, and her spouse wasn't present, the mysterious recording is hard to rationalize. Their home never had a reputation for being haunted, nor had anything out of the ordinary transpired there. The couple always prioritized their grandchildren's safety, ensuring a comfortable environment devoid of any eerie happenings. However, the footage from that fateful morning at 3:20 is disconcerting, to say the least. A fleeting white figure swiftly exiting the front door, followed by an inexplicable silhouette hovering just a short distance away. Its movement resembling that of floating is deeply perplexing. While the ghostly apparitions were alarming, the sight of their front door ajar raised immediate concerns about their security. Was someone or something intruding into their sanctuary? While they've since ramped up their safety measures, an aura of mystery lingers. What on earth had visited them that night? And who, or what, might have trespassed into their domain? The very thought is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. The Atlanta police are urgently reaching out to the public for help. Disturbing surveillance footage shows a man breaking into a residence in southeast Atlanta.
About 17,000 grand to wire the place. Is a new building we're building from the ground up. The day we're calling for inspection, the day after they went in and cut all the wires.
What adds to the homeowner's distress is that this marks the 4th instance of his home being targeted. The recurrence of such incidents is deeply concerning. It's genuinely alarming to see this footage from 2021. Depicting one of the most unnerving moments caught on camera in the woods. The video chillingly captures an eerie figure, a man, crawling out from the dense forest.
How you doing? Oh.
The very thought of encountering such a sight in the woods is deeply disconcerting. Who was this man, and why was he behaving in such a manner? The entire scenario is filled with unsettling mystery. The footage is genuinely distressing. A man, trapped in his own home, is seen on surveillance video as floodwaters rush in with alarming speed. The sheer force and suddenness of the deluge is deeply concerning. The footage in this video is genuinely alarming. And individual records from inside a car as a massive tornado rages menacingly in the background.
Whoa, look at that!
That is dry.
In another heart-stopping clip, a violent storm is seen tearing apart a Sonic restaurant. The sheer force of nature on display here is deeply distressing. This unsettling camera footage captures a rather unusual scene. A burglar, in a bid to obscure his identity, places a bucket over his head while trying to rob a store. The desperate lengths he goes to are deeply concerning. It's genuinely distressing to think about the tragic events that unfolded at Columbine High School. That dark date is often regarded as one of the earliest school shootings to capture the nation's attention so profoundly. The memories and pain linger, even after 2 decades. It's truly eerie to see the school in its present-day state, bearing in mind the haunting history from 20 years earlier. Brace yourself as we delve into this unsettling video tour of Columbine High School today.
I believe Eric parked somewhere here, and Dylan parked on the opposite side of the building. And let's walk this way. You can see inside. Oh yeah. Nice. Library was right up here. Tore it down though. Now they went up these stairs, but they rebuilt all of this. All of this shit was not here when it happened, but there were still a set of stairs that came up here. Came up here, shot Rachel Scott and the other guy, Richard Castello, I think his name is. I think they're sitting over here somewhere. Nope. So yeah, so I think they did that shit by the cafeteria, came up here, and entered the school through this way, and then went to the library on the 2nd floor. I think, I don't know. This is new. This wasn't here. This is a new library. Beautiful view.
Zoos, institutions where animals are confined and showcased, draw millions of visitors annually, eager to glimpse the vast array of Earth's creatures. But in 2015, visitors at the Omaha Zoo were confronted with a deeply unsettling spectacle. 2 gorillas, initially seen casually strolling their enclosure, suddenly engaged in a fierce altercation. As the 2 powerfully built animals took jabs at each other and leaped astonishingly high, onlookers' excitement turned to alarm. The video captures distressed cries from the crowd, with one woman anxiously inquiring about the whereabouts of the zookeeper. Thankfully, despite the intensity of the showdown, no animals suffered injuries. Still, the incident serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictability of wildlife, even in captivity. In a deeply unsettling incident around midnight, two individuals surreptitiously entered an apartment building and rang a doorbell. The homeowner's unsuspecting child, not realizing the potential threat, naively opened the door, inadvertently inviting danger into their home. The homeowner is, understandably, profoundly shaken and distressed by the incident. The footage from July 1st, 2015 is nothing short of harrowing. Amanda, also known as Yulia, witnesses Emmanuel's daring stunt as he attempts to wingsuit through a cave that's barely 2 meters wide. As you watch, you'll notice he narrowly avoids the cave's wall by a mere inch. The grim reality is that he could have collided with the cliff at a staggering speed of 120 miles per hour, and the aftermath of such an impact doesn't bear thinking about. Mercifully, Emmanuel managed a safe landing, but the risk he took is deeply alarming.